More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Eep!
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I've seen you have something for me. Thanks. Yeah, Gran had some jam I meant to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes. The jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my shelves post-haste. Okay.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Oh, I just realized there's... Oh, these are all my things, yeah. Well, so I presume... Oh, can we go in here?
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Shopper Valentine. Young Shopper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Shopper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Shopper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Remembrance Fund.
That was unhelpful. I was thinking the same. Right, the last one is the guy. The creep. Oh. Got some jam for you. You seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. You want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she was busy. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case...
snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until next time I see your gran. I hate this guy. Hey you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think, just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12. Perfect, follow me. I never tell you to you ask too many questions, just try and keep up, okay? I forget we haven't met them because we went back. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favourite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new little friend's
Beck
name?
Locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie and this is Iona. We're Beck's
Beck
parents.
gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years, so you can both stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Oh, I was truly fucked growing up then. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. 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 1 do What Nelly means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. It's calls for a celebration. Okay, you must join us for dinner. Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. Don't go get too much trouble now. I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. That's how Daunt became a Twitch streamer. My mums are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage next to the big mansion. Oh, that place. You live in the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one in this whole friend grift. I was definitely never one to have like large groups of friends. I was like a one friend person.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Hangry. It's going good, thank you. This game's pretty interesting. I'm enjoying it and it's pretty relaxing. So relaxing I had to get more coffee because I was actually like getting really tired. It's too relaxing. How are things with you over there? I hope the weather's treating you well. Or, you know, not terrible. Windy like my butt. Wow. Oh man, that's perfect for the thingy. Oh man.
Shh, little butt crack. Be quiet. This is a ninja mission.
A windy butt. It's not too bad. That's good to hear. Yeah, this game's interesting. You basically are going through a story and you have it like branches off so you can make decisions. But what you can do is you can go back and like change your decision and then replay through the story, and it's meant to be like a storybook. But it's a wee bit weird, like weird things are happening, so. Everyone raves about this game, and it's been in my library for so long, and I needed a break from first-person indie horrors, because it was really pushing my motion sickness to the limits of like what I could handle, so this is a nice step back today. But I finished up work today for 10 days on holiday, and I feel like my body's just like wanting to sleep for 3 days. I'm like so tired, but I want to sit and stream for a bit because I can't stream tomorrow, so. Yeah, well normally it would be the schools would be off next week. My kid no longer goes to school, but that changed prior to these holidays being booked, so we're just off for a week. But it is her birthday and it's my husband's birthday this week, so like this week coming. So it's good to have the week off and just do like birthday things, I guess. Although we've just been told by the roofing company that it's most likely that our roof's getting done next week. So, there's that. What are they doing for you though? I'm actually looking forward to it because we're going into Glasgow tomorrow for my daughter's birthday because she wants to go shopping. And there's a place in Glasgow called Tantrum Donuts, and they're amazing. They're one of these places where they open and they're only open until they sell out. But we're going in the morning and they have vegan donuts, so I'm excited. Because I want some good donuts. Yeah, we only get a week in October, Carbonate, we don't get the 2-week thing. Bacon Pines, oh. I am so sorry, Soul Adams, but there is no bacon. I put bacon on someone's burger in the game, so. I'm not too worried. The only day that I want everyone to cross their fingers is Wednesday, because we're going to a pumpkin patch. So if it couldn't be like torrential rain that day, that would be fabulous. You know, but we'll take what we get. Oh, 6 and 1, right? Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like that's kind of better though. I feel like 6 weeks in the summer is too long. Yeah. Plus, because we have so many birthdays in October, I feel like 2 weeks would be good. But yeah, like I say, we don't do holidays anymore, so I don't really... From next year, I won't be taking this week off anymore. 1 bloody week is too long. That's fair. I feel that. My daughter got her face pierced today. She got snake bite piercings, which is like here and here on your lip. And, oh my god, she did great, man. No fainting, no crying, no running out the shop, freaking out. I was like, you're brave, because normally when you get a piercing, if it's sore, you're like, well, that's it, done, and your adrenaline kind of like takes over, because it's like a shock. The second one though, when you have to get two, one after the other, the second one, there is no shock, there is just pure pain. That was pure. She did really well. It looks really good though. I feel like they look like they just belong on her face. Like, they just suit her face. It's like me when I got my nose piercings. Like, no one even noticed I had done it. And then when I pointed it out, they were like, has that not always been there? And I was pure, no. Because they just like blend into my face. Oh, it's a ball. That's fine, you can chew your ball. I could just hear the dog chewing. I was like, please don't be ripping the dog bed apart. But yeah, I hope everyone has some good weekends planned. Or, you know, by good weekends, I mean doing nothing, preferably. Or if you like doing things, then doing things. Hello. Be careful with my coffee, please. Oh, hello. Careful with the cable. Hello. Hello. Hi. Please watch The Wire. Okay, there. You're safe. Hiya. Okay, that was a big lick. Why does his head look so big? Oh wait, it's because he has a massive head. That's why. Big head. Big head. Crunchy noises incoming. If anyone doesn't like it. Jax doesn't crunch. He just swallows them whole. Right, last one. Good boy. Okay. That was a nice interlude. Enjoy. Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all that bad. Festival's coming. Huh, the festival. Old Man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. Where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one, and they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I can see it, the difference between the old Valentine company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit
dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Excellent. Oh, I didn't want to go back, sorry. I was just trying to, like, see if there was anything to, like, click on over here. Maybe not. There's been some weird stuff going on at the old warehouse. Empty hives don't stay empty for long. Huh?
Shadow motioned to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will set up shop pretty quick. You're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Nature abhors a vacuum. Oh, hey, Luca, have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? No. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers! We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes. Hank Atomic, man of space justice. No spoilers! Oh, sorry. My point is you're going to love it. Alright, catch you later. Man, I really dislike that person. Can we actually go in here? No, we can't. I just seen a bird on that roof there. Oh, there, little buddy. What brings you to this neck of the woods? Oh, I was just wandering around. Oh, I went the wrong way. I meant to be going to the treehouse, right? Top secret business.
Winked with a wry smile.
I'm just yanking your chain. Perennial Harvest is just making a few
He gave Luca
improvements.
an energetic thump on the shoulder.
Better head home. Yeah, I didn't mean. I'm away the wrong way. I keep forgetting where the treehouse is. With eyeballs that big. I think it would still be one drop, right? Oh no, wait. I did the jam. Am I heading to the treehouse? I can't remember. Oh wait, it'll tell me. Oh, the creepy gate. That's right. Oh, they're down this. They're up this way. No. Wait, what? Oh, wait. I go this way, but then I go right, don't I? Instead of going up. I think that's it. How can I be so lost with such a small map? Seriously. My sense of direction is abominable. Abominable? Yeah, it's this way. Who lives in that house? ARS and Gus Valentine grew up there, and Solomon moved in a few years back. That creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people in that huge thing? I get a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in that place like that. Not really, the Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring. What a waste. Mum says it used to be way busier back before Sharper died, before the full harvest. It's like the 5th time someone's mentioned this full harvest. You all use that ominous tone. Eventually you're going to explain it to me. We can't keep my parents waiting. This way. Most kids would have just ditched me. Why are you still here? You looked like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile and nod. Fun. Great, whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle
Took
that.
a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Nope.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
Sounds it. Sounds like that's her dream. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma, over on the other side of the river. Where are your parents? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. My mum's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
His eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
How did you like your pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Nervously gestured toward the boxes.
Hold on. Oh, it's fine. We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favourite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mum was missing? I'm sorry, this move has us all a little tired.
Wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. Beck said that you moved here for work.
Gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow. I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? You were right the first time, we're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead developer of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't.
Slammed her fist into the table.
Oh.
Perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rose
Luca
soon.
glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
There's like a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't useful around
Luca
here.
wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you for the pizza, it was good. See you at the festival. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people, but Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually, probably. Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
Sure we can make it home before the storm kicks
Luca
off?
surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'll say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside. Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around?
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum.
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
Lovely. It's weird, I
Beth
know.
looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Ro and I have a radio just like this. Probably not exactly like this one. My mum and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city, but around here it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks. Out in the boonies.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime. He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around. Sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards, some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you've moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. They're always a better job somewhere. These flowers would last longer if you put them in water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. You cared enough to keep them, though? Can I ask you something? Damn, that was some jump. I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it. Ah, that was funny. I don't know why that caught me off so much. Yeah, that was good. I liked it. Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window. Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rolo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care? I didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? We stuff it down into a cupboard and we lock the door. I guess I haven't exactly, see? One thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it in, you're going to pop. So what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I've figured out on my own though. You gotta do something, anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know, something. We're going to register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's going to be alright. That things are going to change.
Let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mum? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Bah!
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow, I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks, I needed that. Me too. Should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you in Row at the festival? Sounds good. Don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Oh, man. Oh, hey. Tracking down a lead? You bet. Heard a juicy new rumour. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. He didn't just give his kids an inheritance, there were conditions. The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Bingo. So Eris was forced to take him? Or she would have lost everything? Rumour has it old Sharper sowed some wild oats. Damn. A good reporter never reveals her source. I like how you're still sitting here reading. I was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens! There's no time for fractured friendships. Oh, great heavens. What are you doing? I'm locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed. Not exactly. The storm set us back and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future. Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed? No. Then that we gave up because of a little rainstorm? Of course not. Then it's decided. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Okay. Oh, hello. There's nothing down at the water, is there? No. Rolo, are you there? I'm sorry, Rolo isn't accepting visitors at this moment. Come back, never.
I had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me? I didn't abandon you. I was just a little late.
Scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar. You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool. It doesn't take all day to deliver jam. The storm rolled in out of nowhere and I got stuck after dinner at
Lucas
Beck's.
stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? Who the heck is Beck? A new kid in town. She's actually kinda cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. I spent all day waiting for you and you were off making new friends? It's not like that. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was going to be a surprise, but you took so long the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even
Luca
mean?
became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you, but I kept my word, cause that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say, your gran doesn't even care. You can stay out as late as you want and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Wow, that's... Fucking hell. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad
Lolo's
friend.
tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa's right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Well, at least my Pa's still around.
Hung in the cold night
Oh,
air.
shit.
Lolo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Shit. That was harsh.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
What a jerk. Call me a bad friend? Ooh, I'm Rolo. Look at me and my amazing family. Have we seen our gran at all? I feel like we've not seen our gran in like forever. I mean, I guess I seen her in the morning, like before I left, but yeah.
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Are you alright? I'm fine. I just don't feel like getting up. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
I bet Rolo's still going to go at the festival. Huh. I'm going to be miserable. He's going to be miserable. Oh, is that it? Oh no, I can kick it still. That was a good one.
Luca dozed off again.
I said I didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Rolo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it would do you some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rolo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. What's with the football thing up there? I've had to try and hit that with the ball, do you think? It's very hard to aim. Oh, okay, I do need to hit it with the ball.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic. Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rolo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art.
Nice.
Rolo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rolo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rolo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck. She said you met yesterday. What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rolo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bed.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all, and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them, not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him, older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his Gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Hey, Panzer. Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen? Whatever you and Rolo thought about doesn't matter. But
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't
Luca
it?
gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologise. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. Alright. Love you. Love you too. Can I just say, I was always intrigued by corn dogs, but I think I saw what one actually was, and I'm no longer. I don't think it's as... I don't know, I feel like it's not as good as it sounds like it's going to be.
Chapter 6. Through thick and thin.